when I think about real estate agents, there's really two things that have always perplexed me. And again, please disagree with me if I'm wrong. But most real estate agents, probably 85-90% of them, focus on home buyers. Most home buyers buy a home, if you look at the stats, once every 8 years. So if you are that agent and you're building out your Rolodex and you're networking your CRM, you're not going to get that repeat buyer till what, year 4, year 5, best case?
Best case scenario, yeah.
Best case. You know, I know plenty of agents that make a lot of money doing that, but they're in the game for a long time. If you can bust your ass and figure out which investors are repeat buyers, and oh, by the way, it's never been easier to figure that out. You could call, like Fresno, California. Just a wild ass guess. If you were going to guess how many real estate investors buy multiple deals in a year, what would you guess that is? 500 people, 300 people, 1,000 people? What do you think? By more than one?
I think the higher end, 300 to 500 seems low to me. I don't know. I don't know.
No idea. So let's say it's 4,000. No idea. Okay. I'm just guessing. Right? Fresno
more than one deal a year, right?
More than one deal, right? Yeah. We're not talking one. More than one.
I'd say 1,000. Just put a number on it. Let's call it 1,000. Right.
So let's say it's 1,000. And again, it is really easy to skip trace investors.
Absolutely.
They want to be found.
Yep.
You could probably call every investor in a week.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably, and again, the crazy thing about real estate investors is we're going to call you back.
Yep.
Right? You're going to probably not speak to us the first time. It'll go right to voicemail because we get a gazillion calls. But we'll call you back because we want to network, right? One of the things I'm trying to do is always meet more real estate agents because you just never know who gets the pocket listing and all of that stuff. So where I'm going with all this is I can't believe that 80 to 90% of agents focus on home buyers and forget the repeat buyers. And oh, by the way, real estate investors, we're loyal.
Yep.
You bring us deals, we pay you.
Yeah.
Right? We're not a home buyer who you take on 40 open houses, then they go to one by themselves and they sign with the person that's there. Right? I mean, I've always been perplexed why agents don't.
It is. And let me take your point one step further, Zuber. This is what's always perplexed me. Okay. Is I don't know. It was always weird to me that more agents don't actually invest in real estate. So it's one thing to go from
that's number two, but yes,
yes, like a retail client, right? So you have a retail client that's, buys a home every 5 or 6 or 8 years or whatever the number is, right? Then you've got an investor client that buys multiple homes every year, right? And then you become the investor, right?
Exactly.
And I think that's the transition, the natural transition that I think most agents need to be looking at, right? You can't get stuck in any one of those places because once you can do all three, your overall book of business just starts.
Your home run, yeah. That's when you go next level,
right? And so you then become the not just the conduit for where all those deals come, but you can be smart enough if you educate and train yourself, right, to say this is a really good deal. This is probably something I should keep for myself, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm not in a position to keep it for myself or it doesn't fit my buy box for some reason, then I've got a Rolodex of clients that will probably take it too, and I can monetize it that way or something else, right? And so I feel like, it was really interesting talking with the owner of the company that came over and just him seeing this light. And it was something that I really want to get that message out to other agents because I really feel like that's this hybrid agent that you're talking about. That's going to be the future of this business, right? You're going to have to be able to do everything. You can't just, and that's same on the investing side. Really, frankly, you can't just be an investor, right? You've got to have other options and other tools in your toolbox.